All right, YouTube, this video is going to be a long-term review of the GBRS second best sling. Spoiler alert, it's a flipping awesome sling, and I'm here to tell you why. I started out using slings back in the GWAT days when all we had was the green, all the Marine Corps had was the green parade sling that we modified with 100-mile-an-hour tape or duct tape and 550 cord, and kind of made a functional kinda 2-point sling. After that, we used the 3-point sling, or some of us did, which was got you really good at clearing malfunctions. Then the VCAS or VTAC slings came out, and I used the LaRue version of that sling, and it was awesome. Still a pretty decent sling, but as I matured as a shooter and started adding body armor and plate carriers and chest rigs, I didn't like the adjustment method. You had this long tail just flopping, and the adjustment was similar to an Alice pack strap. So I started looking again after several years, and I used the Proctor sling for quite a while. The one thing, I liked the minimalist part of it, but the one thing I couldn't stand was the fact that it would get twisted. I can't stand a twisted sling. That just bothers me. After that, the department I work for, employer, switched to the Vickers felony sling, and I bought this sling to have familiarity with my work gun. And I tell you what, I hated it. I hated this sling so many ways. It is bulky. It's got so many buckles and stuff. I believe the material is overly thick and stiff. One of the main things was the pad. Man, if you're out all day in the sun, sweating, this is not a comfortable thing to wear around your body. I don't know why they do what they do, but there's a seam on the edges of this, and it will rub you raw. It'll rub your neck raw. And another thing is, last job I had, you have your rifle on and you're searching vehicles. You're searching a lot of vehicles, and you want your rifle out of the way when you're doing that so you can use your hands. And this adjustment right here, it would constantly just let itself out. You're constantly having to tighten it back up. You have no idea how bothersome that gets. That, accompanied with all the extra stuff on the sling. Now, I know that these things, all these buckles and stuff, are there for a reason to kind of allow you to do different things with the sling. But if you're just using it as a way to hold your rifle to your body, it's just too much. There's too much going on with all this. That's just too much. So I got to looking again, and I had listened to the Sean Ryan podcast, or I think I watched it on YouTube, with DJ Shipley, and that's how I found out about GBRS group. And just one day, I was on my phone scrolling through YouTube, video popped up about their second best sling right after they had uploaded the video. I watched it. I said, man, these guys must have had the same experience I've had. Couldn't find a sling that worked for them. So I ordered one, and I'm here to tell you, this is the best sling I have ever used, guys. It's everything you need and nothing you don't. It's just a really good sling. They put a lot of thought and time and effort into designing this, and it absolutely shows. These guys know what they're doing when they design this, and it's just no questions about it. It's got a great pull tab for the adjustment. You can grab it with your hand. If you got gloves on, you know you grabbed it. The dogs are barking. Every time I come out here, these dogs just start playing with each other and barking. I'm sorry. We'll just listen to the dogs bark together as I talk about this sling. The pad is not too big. It's not too small. It is that Goldilocks, just right of thickness. The material the pad is made out of is a different material than the sling, and it's got just a touch of stretch, just a touch of give to it. There's no seam that rubs you while you're wearing it. I have wore that sling all day at carbine classes. I've sweated in this sling all day long, and it's never rubbed my neck raw. The adjustment, believe it or not, it stays where you put it, which is amazing. It doesn't, if you've got this thing slung up and as the day goes by, it's not creeping out on you. It's a pretty much set it and forget it. Isn't that what Billy May said? So, guys, buy with confidence. It's a great, I know it's an expensive sling, but a lot of people call it Gucci gear. It may be, but man, it's a great sling. It is well worth the money for it. I recommend getting the D-ring adjusters. Are a little bit small, and it just allows the tail of the sling here to stay where you want it. Doesn't flop around, doesn't get all bunched up on the edges. These little D-ring QD sling cups are awesome. So there you go, guys. It's a very lightweight sling, and anytime you're slinging up a rifle that's got weapon lights on it, it's got either a low power variable or a red dot with a magnifier, lasers, things like that, weight adds up. So it's in a hurry. So it's good to know there's something lightweight that fits the bill great. So if this helps you in any way, give a thumbs up. I'm gonna go yell at these dogs, get them to quit barking, and catch you on the next video.